Hello, wonderful students. Myself, Dr. Maddineni Srinivas, Dermatology faculty from this wonderful Cerebellum Academy. So here in this video, I have with me Dr. Pallavi T, who secured a great rank 335 rank in this NEET PG 2024 session. So first of all, heartiest congratulations, Dr. Pallavi. Can you please tell
Thank
how
you
you
so
are
much, sir.
feeling after the results?
Thank you so much, sir. First of all, I'd like to thank all the faculty and the tech team of Cerebellum team. And also, I would like to thank my parents and friends who all have stayed along with me in this journey. And yeah, right now, I'm feeling overwhelmed with happiness. I don't know how to celebrate this result, first of all. Because it has been a jump from 20,000 in last year's NEET PG to this year 335. So yeah, I'm feeling very happy, sir.
Obviously, you should definitely be feeling very happy, and you have made your parents proud, and you have made the faculty as also feel very proud. And most importantly, I was about to ask about the first attempt and this second
Yes.
attempt. So, in the first attempt, you have told the rank was.
20,000, sir.
So it is a great jump from 20,000 to 335. So you have done a great job, and your hard work has finally gave you this result. So briefly, Dr. Pallavi, can you please tell how was your preparation during the first attempt, and what were the experiences, mistakes which you have identified and changed in this attempt?
Yes, sir. So in my UG, I was a good student. I used to study for postings, and then I used to go for like study for my uh, final exams also. But then I was not very much oriented to PG preparation during my UG. In internship also, because I come from a government college where there was a lot of patient load, I couldn't concentrate much on my preparation. I just did the previous year questions and went to the exam, sir. Um, and yeah, but last year's paper, I could attempt a few questions because around I left around 20 questions also in the last year's paper because I had no idea how to answer them. And yeah, last year I sincerely regret not studying for last year's this exam. But then after my internship got completed, I was introduced to Cerebellum Academy from like one of my seniors told that Zainab ma'am has launched this like there is this BTR program which has been launched, and Cerebellum Academy has been started, and you can go to that, and it is a very good set of faculty are teaching in the platform, and you can take that. So I went through the app, and then I felt, yeah, I should take this. And then I subscribed to the app in around June end, I think. Then I started to prepare, sir. First, I started watching BTR, and I attended a few live classes. But then evening classes used to go for a long time. So then evening couldn't concentrate much. So I used to watch the recorded session the next day, the live sessions. But also I gave all the TNDs. I tried to give as much as live TNDs as possible. But if I couldn't give it live, I used to attempt it later on. Initially, I couldn't sit for a long time, sir. I used to sit for 6 hours. Then I used to waste my time a little bit scrolling through other apps like Instagram and stuff. But then after some time, when my GT scores were not that good, I realized that I shouldn't do this when I'm giving a sincere attempt for the second time, because first attempt was not that great. Then I started to sit for a little longer time, around it didn't jump from 6 hours to 10 hours directly, but I went 1 week I sat for 6 hours. Then slowly I started to increase it to 7 hours, then 8 hours. Slowly like this, when the INI November came, I used to sit for 10 to 12 hours in a day. Yeah, INI November, I had a good rank, sir. I had 847, but I wouldn't get the branch I desired. So I didn't attend the counseling. Then I thought anyway, NEET PG is coming in 3 more months. I will give it a good attempt then. Then as I started, I continued my studies again after INI CT after a break of around 2 weeks or something. Then when we got the news that NEET PG got postponed, I was very disheartened. I felt so bad. I should have tried to attend the counseling for some subject. At least I would have got something. I regretted not attending counseling properly. Um, then I was disheartened. Again, I wasted some more days, but I didn't attend classes for 2-3 days or something. But then I really remember right now, there was a BTR TND after 2-3 days of postponement or something. This forensic and biochemistry. Both were my strong subjects. I had scored good. I had a good score in the previous TND of the same combination. But in this TND, my score dropped around 12 to 13 questions. It came down. Then I realized, exam has only gotten postponed. It is not cancelled. So I have to continue my preparation. I shouldn't stop like this. So then I again started to prepare. Till then, actually, I was just solving MCQs by just giving TNDs or attending GTs every 2 weeks or something like that. But then after that, I thought I have to improve my scores also a little bit. And whatever I'm scoring then was not enough. So I started to solve custom modules daily. The custom modules daily of around at least 50 questions per day I used to solve. Initially, I used to do only the subject that I'm studying at that time, around 50 questions per day. Later on, I started doing mixed bag. As one revision got completed, I started doing mixed bag, around 2-3 subjects together, or around 4-5 subjects. Sometimes all 19 subjects I used to put 100-question mixed bag, and I used to do that. So solving mixed bag questions like this or custom models like this daily helped me boost my score from 140s. It was in 140s range in January in the GTs to 150s in around at the end of March to April beginning. It increased to 150s. Later, I continued to solve questions, and I think by end of June, I had around 160 plus in all the GTs, whatever I used to give till then. Then I was very happy, pumped up that I will do this great in this NEET PG in June. I will, as we all know, it got postponed again. I was like, what is this? Why am I stuck in this loop again and again? Why so many postponements, preponements, everything is happening to me only? Maybe my fate is not nice. What is this happening? So I felt bad again. But then, as Praveen sir always said in the group, and Cerebellum faculties always came to our aid whenever there was any postponement or preponement, again, making new strategies again and again, new timetables, new schedules. And because of this, as sir always said, take your preparation till the last day. So I didn't stop studying. At least I did something every day, around solving around 50 MCQs per day at least, or doing the previous year questions again. Or I even attended FMG PYQs also. I switched my course in the app and I did FMG PYQs also. Then I did whatever I hadn't done till then, I used to do a bit more. So doing this helped me a lot, and I took my preparation till the last day, and now I'm here, sir. Then I used mission lectures 1.2. I had attended for a few major subjects like medicine. I did from Dilip sir, and fantastic lectures, I must say. He is. I want to be a clinician like him. I would like to take medicine, sir. And then I used to. I watched all the marathon sessions, like INI marathon. I have watched every single INI marathon I have watched. And after like in November INI, after November INI marathon, I felt that this had a lot of content again in a short and sweet manner. So I could do that only as a revision for if I am going to give a GT, I would revise the INI marathon notes, or I would also like BTR was always there with me. So BTR along with INI marathon notes, at least 2 subjects before I gave a GT. I used to revise one major subject or one minor subject, and then I used to give a GT. The score improved a bit. Again, in that subject, I wouldn't make a mistake now. Maybe some other subject, there would be a new mistake or something. But revising INI marathon, and I did the revision for a few subjects. Psychiatry, I did revision videos, quick revision videos. Pharmacology, I did quick revision videos. Then I attended all the TNDs. So solving questions from the TNDs helped me how to solve MCQs. So this was my journey throughout, sir.
So one thing I just want to tell Dr. Pallavi, you are a great narrator. So you have explained in detail what you have done mistakes, how did you progress through, how did you watch the videos, how did you take the GT. So everything you have discussed in a flow. So I'm damn sure that you are going to become a great clinician, which you are like, and you can, in the post graduation, that is going to be the case presentation, which is very important, and you are going to excel definitely in that very nicely. And
Thank
I'm also very happy that you have utilized most of the features of the Cerebellum Academy app.
you.
So you have utilized the live sessions, the recorded version, the rapid revision videos, the END sessions, and QBank. And I just want to ask, so we have
Mm,
also introduced in the last
mm.
Fagent the preparation, the late night PYQs. So did you
Yes,
utilize that particular?
yes. Yes, yes, sorry, I forgot to tell about that. I used to do it diligently every day. I used to wait till the 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I used to study till that time, and then I used to attend the late night PYQ marathon. Initially, I didn't give the NEET PG pattern marathons were conducted. So I didn't attend that. I used to do regular pattern only. I used to finish solving it a little earlier, and then I used to go to sleep. But once this NEET PG postponement happened again in like June 23, it got postponed. So at that time, I didn't do the late night PYQs for a while. I stopped for 1 week because of all the uh, accumulated frustrations and sadness. I couldn't stay awake for a longer time. But then after some time, I started to, I solved the like which I had done till that day. I did it in the morning. Then I used to solve it again. If I couldn't do it live, I used to do it in the next day. So yeah, I did it till the end, and because of this late night PYQ marathons, I it covered a lot of topics in a one go. 80 questions every day was not a joke. So many topics gets covered. All like even INICT PYQs, NEET PYQs, FMG PYQs, all since 2014 were there, and that gave a very nice boom measure. And because most of the PYQ, there were most of the PYQs, we would have little bit PYQ bias. If there was a slight change in the question, in the GTs or something, I realized first I used to go directly jump into the answer. Yeah, I have seen this question before, and I used to jump into the answer. Then after the result comes, when my marks used to go down, how come? Why is this wrong? Then when I see the TNDs or when I see the discussion, when I see the explanation, oh, why have I done mistake? I would realize that I have done some mistake over here. Then I started to realize that I shouldn't have PYQ bias. As Zainab ma'am always said this in her TND discussions, that don't have PYQ bias, don't have old questions bias. And yeah, that helped me a lot, that I shouldn't have this bias. And I used to go through the question in detail properly, and that's helped.
So you have discussed about the previous year question. So may I
Mm.
ask you, Doctor, many students were telling that in this particular NEET PG 2024,
Mm.
the previous year questions were not asked much. So it is not advisable to do the previous year question. So what is your take on this particular aspect, Dr. Pallavi?
No, sir. I think I had the morning shift. So, and I think that many topics were repeated. If not the questions, at least in and around that topic would get repeated. There were few weird questions or crazy questions like that histopathology of morphia was given, that box and
Yes.
box shaped appearance was given. That I answered that by ruling out. But then there were very nice questions. Like when I saw the questions, I was like very happy. Yeah, this is a nice question. This I've already read. My first question was uh, cervical cancer question was there. That was my first question. Stage 3B. I was very happy when I see this. We always said when we always solve the questions PYQs, usually the answer used to be stage 3B only. Here also it was answer 3B only. There was hydroerythronephrosis in the question. So there were PYQs, sir. I wouldn't say that we shouldn't stop. We should stop doing PYQs. I wouldn't say that at all, because covering PYQs would cover a lot of topics. And if you make a mistake in the previous year topics or questions, that is a criminal mistake, I would say. We shouldn't
Yes.
ever make a question in PYTs. And solving these questions and reading the explanations, listening to the explanations of these questions would help you a lot in your journey. That would be my suggestion. Never miss any PYQs.
Yeah. That is very true, Dr. Pallavi. So remember, students, criminal mistake if you miss out the previous year question. That is what you have to remember. See, previous year questions are not going to be asked as it is. They are going to be little bit tweaked, and they are going to be the previous year topics which are important. But if the PYQ gets repeated exactly, so you have to make it correct. You should not make it a mistake. That is going to be a criminal mistake. Yes, Dr. Pallavi, and may I ask you, like, if a student who is aspiring, who is going to write the next exam, the 2025 NEET PG or the November December session INSET, what is the advice, important advice you want to give to those students?
Sir, I would say that this journey requires mental strength, a lot of mental strength. And along with that, also physical health is also important, because once health is gone, they wouldn't be able to concentrate on the exam. So first, keep themselves and their mental health strong. And along with that, we have to give good preparation. Maybe initially they wouldn't be able to sit for a long time, but every small step matters. So they have to at least let them start today for 4 hours, 5 hours, and take it every day to next level. And in another 2 to 3 months, INI is coming. I would say that they have to look at the previous year topics, and not just questions, but they have to go through topic, because they dig deeper in the same topic. So they have to go through the topics in detail. There are many questions that like in the PYQ section, when we see the questions and compare it with other years questions also, we can see that similar topic was there, but they went in depth in the same topic. So
Little bit deeper.
don't miss the previous year questions. Go through that in detail, because INI specifically tends to ask previous year topics. And along with that, it is better to have good basics. In INI, usually first year, second year topics are asked more. So better to have good basics. And also do not ignore short subjects, because only short subjects alone, around the 8 short subjects alone will give around 30 to 40 questions minimum. So losing out on them would be very bad. So I would say, anyway, cerebellum faculties will give their own schedule first. If possible, follow the same schedule. If you feel that you will be not able to follow that schedule, I would say that make your own schedule, own your schedule. So, and one more thing I would like to tell is that don't wait to revise until you complete the whole on all 19 subjects, because when you start the revision after you complete 19 subjects, you would forget what was there in what you have studied in beforehand. So I would say that once the person will finish one subject and goes to the next subject, when for example, first I have done dermatology, next I would be studying medicine. So when I start medicine, I should revise dermatology in the evenings or something. Morning, whenever the person is very much active, that time they have to revise, and they have to study a new subject. And in the evenings, or when they are not very active, when the mind is not very active, they should revise the previously studied subject. And after finishing medicine, if the person studies surgery, during studying surgery for the first time, they should revise medicine in the evenings. Similarly, they have to carry on like that. And while revising, they don't have to study the whole thing, whatever they have read. They have to revise highlighted points. Teachers would tell in the classes that this was a previous year question, this is expected questions, this may come. They would mark in the question, like ma'am used to tell party questions in her P&D. So this kind of questions, we have to make note of them, and we have to revise those things mainly, and other things we just have to brush through it while we're revising. Also, I would tell that solve at least 50 MCQs per day, and if we do 50 MCQs per day, in 3 months more in hand, 90 into 50, they would have a lot of questions in hand. At least 100 to 140 questions come from those many questions, thousands of questions that we are going to solve now. At least 120 to 140 topics would get repeated from the same. So I would suggest not to give up on solving questions. I would tell them to attend every T&D as much as possible. Keep revising, take their preparation till their last day. I would say that. And if possible, because many people were studying till now till NEET, they would have already finished once. So if possible, they have to complete their revision in another 2 months, and one more final round of revision in 15 to 20 days. If they do that, it would be great, I would say.
That's so good, concise way to explain what to do and what not to do, Dr. Pallavi. So just to summarize, students, remember that slow progression is going to be the key in the preparation and also revision. That is, revise every day. Don't keep revision for the last. Revise every day. From the day one, revision should begin. And also remember slow progression. As you can see initially, everyone might not be able to sit and focus for 10 to 12 hours. So start slow, 3 to 4 hours. Okay, slowly increase the time which you are going to study every day. And also in the actual exam, remember there can be some out of the box questions. Like for example, dermatology, there was a question, box appearance can be seen on the scanner view. So that was histopath picture which came from dermatology. So these kind of out of the box questions may be there, but don't bother about them. Do not worry much about them. But what you need to focus is the previous year topics, previous year questions. You have to have a grip on the previous year topics. And this is how you are going to get the great rank and a jump from 20K to 335. This is going to be possible with the hard work, just like how Dr. Pallavi has done. So
Thank you,
it was a great talk, Dr. Pallavi. And
sir.
may I know what subject you want to opt for in the counseling?
Sir, I would like to take medicine, sir.
Great.
And
That is the subject for which you are made. Definitely, you are going to excel in the medicine. So,
thank you,
all
sir.
the all the very best, Dr. Pallavi.
Thank you so much, sir.
And in this video, so students might be asking some of their doubts in the comment section. So please take some time later and put your answers in the comments, please.
Yes, sir, sure, sir. Sir, I would like to add one more thing. I
Yes, please.
forgot to tell that time. Please don't get disheartened by the GT scores. Initially, everyone, when we start, we will all have a poor GT score only. And as we progress further, our scores will definitely improve. There might be a point where the scores will be stuck for a while, but we have to keep going. If we get scared and we tell that I'm getting a poor GT score, I might get demotivated in the next if I get the similar score in the next GT. So if you feel like that, if you don't even try, there is no point in just reading the theory without solving questions, without applying our knowledge. So keep going, keep giving GT scores, keep giving more GTs, and don't focus much on the GT scores because they will progress in the end.
That's really very, very important, Dr. Pallavi. You have told GT scores initially should not be bothered. So slowly they are going to improve. Do not worry about the initial scores. Initially, what you need to worry is attempting the GTs and also trying to review them, whatever mistakes you have made. So slowly, as the number of mistakes are going to reduce, the GT score is eventually going to improve.
Yes.
That's really a very valid and most important point, Dr. Pallavi. So thank you so much for having this kind of a detailed, insightful, valuable discussion regarding the NEET PG 2024 exam, Dr. Pallavi.
Thank you
And
so much for having me, sir.
And once again, hearty congratulations. Enjoy this, celebrate this success with your parents, family, nearby friends, everyone. And all the very best for your counseling also.
Thank you
Do
so much.
a proper, diligent whatever about the counseling, about the hospitals which are there. Do proper, thorough, and see which
Research.
hospital. Yeah, that is also very important. The next step, actually, that is the step which some students might feel very difficult to identify a great hospital. So do that also and identify a hospital and medical college and join that. And be
Yes,
in touch with us. And if you
yes,
have
sir.
any doubts, please do reach us. And all the very best, Dr. Pallavi.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye bye.